burst is always nice. Really happy to see a good Rubik game, and if you're able to do it up against FY, that's always a great feeling as well.
For sure. Really nice spells to steal, of course. Shadow Shaman, he's been nerfed. Like, his foul play has been increased from 120 from 90 to 120, and in the B version, he got nerfed heavily. The big one is Hex doesn't provide damage amplification. This number was up to 25% with the 10 talent, maybe even 30, but now you don't have that, and he has a shitty level 10 talent. Also, you don't get bonus movement speed on the foul play. No longer provides bonus movement speed on Hex with the cluster clock, which is the one that he did go for.
Yeah, it's a kind of a weird spell when you see it in practice. I go for these bounty runes, and FY gonna push forward and make sure they get at least 2. And ZZQ as well as Erica will go back and pick up this second one. So YSR04E, a.k.a. Erica, a.k.a.
Very
Koyoyo.
easy to pronounce mid-team fight. Exactly, we're just going to call him Erica.
Erica, who used to be the big Wraith King and Go guy. The days of Erica Wraith King, where that was all they picked for him when he was on Vici.
Yeah, everybody needs a little bit of Erica in their life.
Definitely do. And we'll see how this performance goes with the Muerta. I know you have your doubts, but we'll see if the supports or even maybe the off-lane Pango can kind of get something going for this Muerta to have a little bit more open space.
I could see them win this lane for Team Zero, Crystal Maiden, and Muerta, strong lane. Shadow Shaman doesn't provide you with that much impact early on. There's the Blood Grenade. He is slowed by quite a lot. Crystal Maiden playing on the side. Well, I should eat my own words. I mean, he has to use the Blood Grenade as well to try to slow them down. Remnant.
Oh, one shot off of killing off 7E. That could have been huge to kill the mid and the safe laner in the same 10 seconds.
Huge mistake in the bottom lane from ZZQ. He's playing on the left side of the map, trying to zone out Shadow Shaman. He needs to be in the lane with Muerta, try to put a little bit more pressure, and also not using the Blood Grenade gives them, so no slow, gives them enough to close the gap on Erica and kill him. So that's the first blood for Bach.
First blood, giving it to this Brewmaster, which we've talked about before. Brewmaster having that Radiance early on can really exacerbate a game from bad to worse.
I just thought of something. Are you listening, B-Cup?
I'm listening, I'm listening.
This bottom lane is pretty much a chicken lane because you have, you know, Bach, and you have Bach coming up from when you hex somebody and also turning into cluster clock.
Oh, production, I'm gonna need a second to just keep my head in my hands for just one moment.
I need some fresh air.
Yeah, get me out of this henhouse, please. Ridiculous. Is that? How does your mind get to that?
I don't know. It just does. ZZQ could be in trouble. Calling had to be used immediately to stop the aggression.
Gosh. That's all I'm going to be thinking about all game now. So, take a look top, get away from Bach for a little bit. That's Ponglo going into the Bracer, and then... well, sorry, I was still clicked on Brewmaster. He's got the Boots and Blood Grenade right now. Alright. Boots queued, Blood Grenade. Can he make something happen with Beyond? Can they throw the Blood Grenade, get a telekinesis, maybe lock somebody down? Truthfully, the only real target to me seems like the Winter Wyvern, right? You just Shikuchi away.
Low's not gonna die. You don't have enough control for him unless he makes a... Even if he makes a mistake with 10 stick charges, Bracer, he should be fine. This Pango double jump feels really nice. Feels a bit weird to use, considering that he only had shield crash. His abilities have not changed much. Mid lane, 7E is on the receiving end here, playing into Storm Spirit matchup and almost dying for the first blood. Bottle refill. They're not going to go for the bottle refill. Instead, they're going to go for the mist roll. Kick him to the top.
FY is here, but Ori only level 4 and 1 sip left in the bottle. Doesn't exactly want to look to turn that. Telekinesis and the Arctic Burn. The roll in. The Blood Grenade is used, trying to heal up with that level 1 in the Cold Embrace. A lot of life coming back, but Boulder Smash and a Fade Bolt, that will get the kill.
Getting active early on. Both teams rotating multiple heroes, both supports to the mid lane, knowing the importance of the runes, refilling the bottles. Bottle has not been refilled for 70. Of course, if he moved to the side, it would kind of reveal what they wanted to do. Ori, this bottle will be refilled now. Waiting for the pull, maybe, but can't get close.
Yeah. Boulder Smash stopping that from happening. Top lane low, putting some damage on a Beyond, but he's sitting low himself. He's got 17 wand charges, like you said. Looking over at Bach. Shack on the ZZQ, but Bach was putting his attention on Erica. And now with 7E walking all the way back to lane, Ori is going to be just about doubling the CS by the time he's back.
Massive difference. He's also going to be level 6, so you don't get that chance. They had this one opportunity to gank him before level 6, maybe try to kill him one more time if they succeeded. Now think are level 5 on Earth Spirit, or he just hit level 6. Low is going to be pretty difficult to gank as well. So you'll have 2 lanes that you'll need to bring multiple heroes to get the kill going. Even killing Brewmaster might be difficult. You will need to rotate Earth Spirit and have a pretty much perfect spell casting. The Calling, the Dead Shot, not overlap anything. Rolling Boulder, Geomagnetic Grip, that's still not available. Again, 2 supports from Azure Ray, securing the rune, but by 2 supports, it's actually Low, who rotates to the mid lane.
And you're supporting your mid, even though you are a carry. Got this level 6, so TP to the top lane, and the Vortex pull in on a Beyond. Gets a shield crash to hold him off from dying for a little bit, and maybe all for good, but Ori will pop him with that Static Remnant and that Overcharge, just blowing him up.
Bach putting pressure, level 5 with the Drunken Master. Wow. Spellcasting, as we said, it needs to be on point. 7E, making a move. 19 wand charges. We'll use the healing salve as well. Only level 5, but he's going for the XP rune. That's nice. That's exactly what they need.
Yeah, big swipe there. Taking it away from the supports, and these supports, especially TMing on this Winter Wyvern, would like to hit that 6. And now that's going to be, that progression is going to be slowed down quite a bit. But gets it for themselves. Takes it for the Earth Spirit. ZZQ sitting close to level 5. You've got this Rubik who's just about the same. Apollo. Arctic Burn and some shots while bottom. Erica puts the Calling down. And the Shackle again onto the Crystal Maiden. With the Hex, that gives Ori the time to come over with the Ball Lightning and the Vortex and get that kill.
Even Low is here. Low is super active. That's exactly what I want to see.
TPing out.
Erica forced to TP out. TP's back to tier 2 tower immediately. That was pre-level 6 on Brewmaster. When Brew hits level 6, and if you're still going to be in the lane, you're 100% dead. Azure Ray making all the right moves early on.
And this isn't exactly a bloodbath, so strictly farming for the most part is where they're getting this big advantage. And the difference between the Spirit Brothers is massive. 1,200 net worth advantage for just Ori over 70. And Earth Spirit isn't exactly one of those great comeback heroes.
Definitely not. He needs to keep the pressure. He needs to... 'cause, I mean, now it's much better because you have at least some right-click damage with your Resonance Faucet. Gives you 40 attack damage level 1 for 8 seconds. It's still a very short period of time where you can do something. But you want to be active. And so far, they are getting outmaneuvered by Azure Ray. See if they're going to be able to find something. 70.
Oh.
He's looking. Tian Meng in trouble.
Yeah, they were looking, but this magnetized. Now they've got the telekinesis. This doesn't even come close to being equal to losing Erica, though, in your own jungle. And that was Ori getting that kill. I will say, though, grabbing these stacks definitely feels nice. So 7E makes a big boost on gold, which is quite nice for him. Looking over at low, he's gotten the Falcon Blade. We saw this earlier today. It was that Falcon Blade, and it was Maelstrom, and with that Dragon Lance. Ooh, stacks to be taken if they can find it in the triangle, the Radiant side. Serpent Ward's down, already. And Ponlo, he's going to die here. FY got those Serpent Wards down, but Ori, is he going to be able to survive? No. They have the help from beyond, and these Serpent Wards are going to start to be farmed as 7E not in much trouble and has this stack to get.
It's important that Team Zero brings the numbers. Right now, it's... and also investing into small items. That's exactly what I want to see. Pangolier going for Spirit Vessel. I believe he just completed it. Yeah, also bringing a neutral item. He's going to be super tanky, having maxed out Shield Crash. And also Spirit Vessel, if he can get that off, that's going to be a nice way to counter Cold Embrace. Even 1 point in Cold Embrace early on heals you for almost 200 HP. Damage over time is going to feel nice. And it also scales well. For the having Spirit Vessel in the team, always valuable, where you can heal up, you can take a team fight, heal people up, take a tower instead, and also it scales well. It's your current HP, so using it on a full HP target feels really nice at the start, canceling some of the Blink Daggers. Finally, Azure Ray will try to take down this bottom tower. Let's see if they can bring back from 100 to 0.
It's going to be tough. He's got 21 charges.
Stolen
Stealing Shikuchi, that's what you want.
That's it. This is it. This is the time for Ponlo to shine.
It is on. He just has to survive. They are going to smoke up here, FY and Ori. They'll send the other two up towards top. If they somehow catch Ponlo, that would feel pretty bad for him, just getting Shikuchi. But 7E, he just rolled. And using that Boulder Smash, but nobody jumping in. Looked like Ori maybe was stalking a move. They're still smoked up, hoping somebody steps up on them. Boulder Smash. There's the ball lightning into the Vortex. Ponlo comes over the Shikuchi. They do have these Serpent Wards around him, but with Ponlo here, just unable to hold out. Get this kill. Mock also using that Primal Split, getting that kill on a ZZQ. Maybe even finding 7. So now Ponlo's this Primal Split. They look for Bach. They've got the Spirit Vessel on him. The Boulder Smash misses, but the roll will connect. And Bach, he'll be hit with the Cold Embrace. He has 3 charges, now 4 on this wand, but it won't matter as they surrounded him, and they'll get the kill onto this Brewmaster.
That was nicely done. Ponlo stealing some of the big spells. Having Shikuchi for a while, and now stealing the Primal Split immediately after it ends. You need to use the Clap, use the Cinder Brew immediately.
It opens him up to also having this Drunken Brawler, which he'll keep presumably on Void Brawler. He's happy with that. Happy to get that kill on a Bach and slow down that Radiance. Something you talked about in the last game with Brewmaster, right? The speed on which you need to get this Radiance to kind of feel effective on Brewmaster. I don't think that it's too slow just yet.
No, it's still going to be a good timing. Like 15, 16 minutes if he doesn't die another time. FY making a move. Did plant that observer board on the high ground. Him and Ori are hunting Witchblade. Available for Ori. Extra little bit of damage that he needs to kill the supports.
They're going. Hex, but the Rolling Thunder. Ooh, avoiding it with the ball lightning the other way, but now they've got the Frostbite in the freezing field. They have to leave. Damage coming through.
Trapped him.
Blows here. ZZQ is going to be caught. This is Erica going into the Pierce the Veil, but it's not going to matter. They only lose FY for the moment. 7E as well as Beyond. Oh, they get him from the roll. Shield crash from Beyond. The damage on the 7E. They've got the Shikuchi again. The ball lightning over. Low is dead. The
Ori is also very low. Beyond
Ori
might clean
and
up
Bach
here.
are just both low. 6 seconds away from Primal Split. Bach and Ori die. Ultra kill for Ponlo. This Rubik's
Give him
going
the
ham.
rampage.
Can he get the rampage? TM Ming, telekinesis, Arctic Burn gets down to the low ground.
He
Ponlo
can.
wants this, but all the neutrals will steal it.
Oh, that was close. Could have used the Fate Bolt onto creeps, but didn't get it in the end. Still massive fight. Ponlo, almost 3,000 damage in the previous fight just by having Shikuchi.
Wow.
This is why during the draft and during the previous series, I wanted to see a response, because this Weaver is highly contested hero. A lot of times you will see the hero being first picked, and stolen Shikuchi is going to make the difference. Also, Beyond gets super tanky with this item build. Small items, power tread sitting at 1800 HP, and also if you get multiple shield crashes off in a fight. They did lose Erica, but I think he should be pretty happy about what they got in return.
Certainly so. That being said, you still have Weaver and Storm at the top of the net worth. For now. In the draft, you love the Rubik. I wasn't too sold on it, but I'm sold. Just like the Tinker, I'm sold now. They've got some pressure going up towards top. Looking to take a tier 1.
Ooh, can they kill him? Sentry?
Try and get Ponlo. There it is.
They will.
Take the
Witchblade.
Shikuchi away for now.
Damage over time. Still gonna be a spell to steal, pretty much, if he can get, of course, Primal Split. Shackles later on. Hex is gonna be super valuable. Curse, even Splinter Blast, since you can use it on allies. A lot of great spells to steal low. Being super active, rotating across the map. Bottom, top. Now took down the mid. Tier 1 tower going into Deso, as his next item wants to have that burst damage immediately.
16.5 minutes into the game, and we're finding ourselves with another close one. These games, though, they get out of hand pretty quickly. Where it'll be like 1 or 2 team fights around the mid-game, you get those next items, and you start to pop off. We've seen that Azure Ray's playtime or game time is pretty low on average. Granted, they've only played 2 series so far. But these teams that have been winning have played fast Dota.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Low. Almost done with that Deso.
Well, Erica knows something is up. Dragging the creep wave to the bottom, but
matter
it's
if he
not going to
knows.
be enough.
Knows or not, he's dead. They get the kill into Erica, and the turnaround is just non-existent.
Let's see if they decide to stick around. Ori, there's still 2 big creeps to be killed.
Radiance on Bach, too.
17-minute Radiance, not too bad. Grobo on Storm Spirit, plus Witchblade, amplifying all that magic damage. It's gonna hurt. And now Shadow Shaman wards drop. This is how I want Azure Ray to play. Every single time they smoke up, try to go set up some vision, go for the kill. And Ming will curse him. That's a 2-second curse.
They've got the Hex, the ball lightning over. They got 7E. Rolling Thunder not enough to stop this damage. Ball lightning looking to continue to get the pull on the edge of the swashbuckle, so maybe they can keep up. They're slowing him down, but Ori's going to give up chase.
Nice try from Ori. Pulls him right before Rolling Thunder is about to expire. It is only level 1 Vortex, so unable to pull him close for the rest of the team to get something done.
Hyper efficiency, by the way. FY digging up a bounty rune, leaving it for Ori to use to get some sips on that bottle.
Jump immediately onto
Lightning, and they're
Ponlo.
jumping on a Ponlo. Telekinesis, and Ponlo hexed and killed. But another shield crash. They go to the Primal Split. Ori's in trouble with the freezing field. The Calling's got the silence. The Cold Embrace is not going to be enough. Erica's got the kill. Beyond has to swashbuckle away. The Magnetize on the back lines. They'll take out TMing, and they're looking to clean up these pandas as Bach, he's going to find himself in some trouble, but might get something with the Radiance Burn. No, he turned back into this one and wanted to get some Radiance Burn out and some damage. However, the Gleipnir kill is there for the side of Team Zero.
Team Zero, what a nice execution. Overextending there for Ori, not having any ways of getting out of the trouble. He gets bitten by Crystal Maiden, and then Gleipnir on top of that, inside the Calling, getting silenced multiple times. A bit too deep. I think getting a kill here and trying to get out of the trouble would be a way to go, but they wanted more. He stayed, tried to hit Pango one time to see what happens. Even with Bach using the ulti, it's still not enough. This Pangolier is super tanky, needs to dispel off his shield crash barrier.
I'm surprised that Bach went back in, and now they're going to find FY. Oh, nope.
It always looks like he's going to get out of trouble. It's like 1 out of 10, 15 times you will be able to run away.
It's always close.
Yeah, especially now that in 7.36b, it no longer provides bonus movement speed. It was strong. I think a lot of people experience how strong this Shaman innate ability is.
I played a bunch of games against it.
Having free Aeon disc.
Yeah. Really just hit home when you just didn't kill Shadow Shaman 3 times because they ran away with a sliver of health, literally. Low, still sitting top of the net worth, but Erica's catching up. They've been able to dispatch this Muerta, but there's just not a lot left in the tank afterwards. ZQ, you're gonna have to watch out there. Get that shard. Now they've got that upgrade to the telekinesis. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lowe's gonna get the shard for the Winter Wyvern.
That's a good shard. Lowers the cooldown by 4 seconds. You are maxing out your Cold Embrace anyway. And it also shoots out the Splinter Blast.
Yeah, in the middle of the fight, the way they've used it, especially to keep alive some of these heroes, that Splinter Blast could be pretty impactful. But for right now, not really much on TMing. Just this Glimmer Cape, and I'm not sure that's going to be a big difference maker, but does have a level 4 in the Cold Embrace, and he's nowhere near the fight for his team. They're going to roll in. They'll go for Bach. Bach has Primal Split, but he's feared up and killed. They get that kill on a Bach. They're going to start that off with just that one and looking for anything more they can get, and it will be FY.
And another stolen Shikuchi, guarding Greaves on Ponlo. Things are looking good for Team Zero. They should keep this aggression going before they can get the BKBs. That's why Ori's not joining. He definitely needs a BKB for the next fight. Roshan, potentially on the menu for Team Zero. I would love them to play the bottom part of the map, try to set up some vision, go for another smoke, get a pick off, turn that into Roche.
A little surprised that TMing was not near the fight. Off alone, trying to farm, getting himself a Lotus. But not sure that extra little survivability in the Cold Embrace would have done enough at this point in the game. I think Low and Ori need their BKBs pretty desperately. However, if they can steal themselves away in Aegis, and I say that because it feels as though Team Zero have the control on the map, they're able to steal away this Aegis They
Scan
can find
connected
themselves
for a
in
second.
control.
That's why I said I want to see them play the bottom part of the map, because there is a potential steal coming out. They have the damage, so they can force a fight inside a Roche pit.
Amplified damage used by Ori top, but it doesn't look like they're going to go towards Roche at all.
It expired. They did not pop it, and has a BKB being delivered to him. Never thinking that Roshan is being killed, because the scan connected for a couple of seconds while Low was still inside the pit, and now they're gonna go.
This isn't the quickest Roche, but there's no reaction coming out from Azure Ray.
They do have the minus armor from Pangolier. It's 9 minus armor on Roche when he procs it, so that's gonna help him a lot.
So, BKBs coming out. Get themselves the Aegis into the hands of Erica. As 4 heroes will sit here over bottom. They're trying to get a Hurricane Pike on Erica. ZZQ has that Solar Crest.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And we've
There he
got
is.
the Kobold
Kobold.
pushing away. Just getting some gold, creating some gold,
Dire's bottom tower
finding the gold.
Best looking creep in the game. I mean, all Kobolds, Kobold Foreman, the best one, holding the chalice. And now they're in a good spot. Erica holding the Aegis, having a BKB for himself. Also maxing out the calling. Usually when you play carry, you put 1 point in calling. Wants to prolong the duration. Playing against Shaman, Storm, Weaver, and also Wyvern. Makes a lot of sense though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're coming over. They smoke on the backup, but Bach. There's a roll in. That's going to land on the Ori, but they got the Hex. They look over, they find Ponglo, but is this going to be enough? The calling's on the best spot, but Bach gets blown up. No split.
Tower has fallen.
Even with the Drunken
Oy.
Brawler stance, having status resistance, basic, I'm not sure if he was brewed up, still doesn't make the difference. Even if he gets it off, they can still kill off his rulings. They do have
F1?
AoE damage, Ponlo.
Ooh, they got him.
Ponlo's
Pop
playing
that foul
really well.
play. Yeah. Taking the aggression and ends up making that fight for his team. Just too good from this Rubik, and he is a Grandmaster Rubik. He's doing it in front of the Master Rubik themselves of FY. And you can see FY, he's struggling on this Shadow Shaman.
Really is. Hard game for him. A lot of ways to stop him from using his spells. A lot of people that can blink on top of him. Looks like Low still needs a lot of items to be viable, to be able to deal the damage. Doesn't have anything queued up at the moment. Most likely going to be Daedalus. Just needs that raw damage output.
Feels like Bach's game is non-existent after picking up that Radiance at 17 minutes.
Managed to farm few components of Eternal Shroud only in the last 10.
Yeah, he's got an urn, but it's in the backpack. Not even holding onto it. So there's that Eternal Shroud. Yules for Ponlo. This is BKB from Ori.
This Earth Spirit is massive. Love the item build though. Before it would definitely be Kaya Sanj. SNY nowadays with recent changes feels superior to other two. Having status resistance and having slow resistance. We did remove status resistance from Sanj component.
Radiant are scanning.
Getting rid of those status resistances is fine in my book. It used to be an overpowered thing as well. Gleipnir, the damage. Can Bach get this primal split off? They're bouncing him up into the air, and will finally get the split away. They go to the freezing field. ZZQ, though, surviving it all and killing off Ori. ZZQ for Ori feels good for them. They'll get the kill on FY. They'll take out Apollo. The Winter Script's going to be on and beyond. Erica in the Pierce the Veil. They bought back on Ori, and they need to try and make something happen. And with
he
his
dies
buyback,
here.
but Bach is in so much trouble. Dead shot bounces off of him. Roll's going to be a little bit short, but it looks like Bach is just dead, trying to get home.
Ori with the buyback, understanding that they need a little bit of damage, any kind of damage that they can get to try to get this gank going, get this team fight going. Muerta was controlled most of the fight by Brewmaster. It's still not enough. She lands down, doesn't even use the BKB, so Erica's still holding his 9-second BKB.
Erica feeling really strong. 20 seconds left on this Aegis. It'll expire. You were saying it seems as though Azure Ray are a bunch of items away from feeling strong in this game, and that certainly feels like the case. Low has 3,000 gold, but leaving a lot to be desired with the rest of the team, as Ori has just been completely blanked, and 70 now ahead in the net worth.
He was owning first 10, 12, 13 minutes of the game, but then that one fight where they overextended near the tier 2 tower and also the top fight as well, it's kind of big turnaround play. The balloon picked up by Winter Wyvern. I believe it's being delivered on the courier. Still yet to figure out if this item is any good.
Did you flip it over and check?
I did. It still doesn't feel as good. Let's see what he does. Okay, did he flip it? It seems like he did.
FY Link Aether Lens, and even with the shackle in the last fight on ZZQ, the freezing field just lasted forever.
The balloon item is so good that Tian Ming decided to bring Specialist Array back with the courier. Every single time I pick up that item and it's very rare, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I just not get a different item? And now he's sending it back. He is using Specialist Array. I don't know if he tried to manipulate his HP, where he uses the balloon to get more HP and then send it back. It doesn't work that way. To get, it's like morphling. You steal it with Rubik.
They missed the roll, but Tian Ming is in trouble. They've got the silence. He has Curse if he wants to use it. He'll Cold Embrace, but be Frostbitten, and will die here to 7E. 7E's game felt like it was shut down at the get-go, but somehow he has come back and has so much going for him.
This is their game to lose. They have creeps pushing in. This is also Catapult Wave, BKB, and almost MKB. They're going in.
This is the one you want to kill. They go to the BKBs. They try to get this gun to Erica. He doesn't have buyback. That's massive. They fought back here on the Winter Wyvern. They're going to try and get the rest of these kills. They can't get in front of the roll of either Beyond or 7E. They're slowed up. They bought back on the Winter Wyvern to try and get more, but only come away with the Erica kill. However, that is enough to stop the push.
I'm not sure what that was. Rubik was not in that fight. Maybe they needed the Guardian Greaves. There also is no Glimmer Cape. I would love to see one Glimmer Cape. If they lose vision, there's also Radiance, Storm Spirit jumping you. So this Muerta just dies from 100 to 0, getting jumped by Shadow Shaman. FY having a Blink Dagger available with the Aether Lens. You just can't siege the high ground like that if you don't have like any big saves. Let's say you have Shadow Demon in the team, so he gets the disruption, gives you enough time to get a BKB off. But with the heroes that you have and the way you itemize, you can make a mistake like that and go for the high ground. So Roshan next in the 20 seconds gonna be on Radiant's side. They will need to contest it. Glyph, sorry, not Glyph, there it is, the camp. Very important off screen to look at the Chalice guy. There it is. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink some water. This is what he was trying to tell you. And if they can steal Roshan here for Azure Ray, it could be pretty big.
It would be pretty big if you get that second life onto Low. Or, truthfully, even Ori. One of the two, just having that extra bit of control, having that extra bit of damage would be massive. And Roche is being taken while Erica is just pushing top.
massive mistake. This was supposed to be their game in the bag. Now Azure Ray taking Roshan is gonna cost them.
In the face of somebody who didn't realize in the bottom right of your screen that they just gave up the Aegis. Oh. No, they also didn't hydrate. So MKB for Erica. And Hurricane Pike finished off here for low. But with this Aegis, let's see what they can do. As
Radiant are scanning.
they've got the Roche's banner on TMing. They have this Aegis. And what more can you get going your way with an Aegis being behind by so much? That second life on low. Gonna be important if he can get to this Satanic. He's pretty much slotted out. Could sell the boots and get something else, having Shikuchi in that movement. They're looking to go. They're looking to go on Bach again. The silence, the damage, the cold embrace. It's not looking like enough, even with the Winter's Curse. No split. It's time to get out of dodge. They will kill off Tian Ming. You got to get these heroes out of here. Even with the Aegis, they are not afraid.
He used Hex on him for the Dispel. It was still not enough. He can dispel the silence. He can dispel Spirit Vessel. Maybe try to bail him out of the trouble. That's what Cluster Cluck does. But big one. Pawn low again. Jumping in. Getting stuff done. Blinks in with a Rubik. They do have Observer and Sentry in that mid lane. Steals the enemy XP rune on the other side of the map. Let's see if Lowe's going to do the same thing. He will.
Now, 40 seconds to have everybody back up with you on the side of Azure Ray. And that's going to leave about 2 minutes, 20 seconds on this Aegis. Wonder if they feel desperate to make a move. I don't really think they want this to be a farming Aegis, right? But
no, we'd definitely love to take a fight. It's not even half the duration yet, so they're going to be fine. AC, big item on 7E. AC plus Craggy Coat. He does have 60 armor when he uses Toughen Up.
It's a lot of armor. Uh-oh. 7E is in. They've got the silence, the telekinesis. Can they get this kill? Yeah, they've taken out the Aegis. Now,
a lot of Revenants.
You said that they wanted to fight with this Aegis, but now Lowe needs to run. That Swarm is going to be off the mark, and Team Zero have just been so good at getting these quick pickoffs.
I think we can summarize this game with 0 to hero, and then again from hero to 0, but now they're back into the game. Rubik still having stolen Shikuchi, trying to set things up, can move across the map, has pretty much infinite mana with his stolen spell steals. 60% mana cost reduction, that's pretty big. That's why he was able to achieve so much in the last, 36 minutes pretty much. He's been holding that Shikuchi for a very long time, re-stealing it whenever it's available.
Gotta hold on now. And this relic for Ori. Trickster's Cloak.
He's so tanky on Earth
7E.
Spirit. Status resistance, slow resistance, evasion, tons of armor. Well, why is that guy dead? If he's inside the river, we caught it in the bottom right. He had all the tools to hydrate, but didn't do it. Rolling Companion will die.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, that companion just going straight down mid. And dying immediately.
Yeah, no restrictions whatsoever. Unless they kill it, then of course you get the penalty.
Hello. Just kind
Hello
of
there.
sitting nearby Ori, grabbing these lotuses. Picks himself up just one great healing Lotus, so very far away from a potential block of cheese. They still have Shikuchi on Ponlo. Low? He needs to really leave. But he's running right towards Ponlo. Oy. That could have been brutal as they find themselves Ori and forced to TP out with the BKB and Ball Lightning. This is the Azure Ray constantly getting caught. Luckily enough for them, they're able to BKB and TP out, but this is becoming so tough for them. They were able to kill Erica that one fight where he didn't have buyback, and if they can start another fight like that, that would be great, but it's so tough with the side of Team Zero and what they've got.
No, I don't think they need to rush things. They can still scale really well. Muerta getting closer to her level 25. New level 25 talent on the block, plus 20 gunslinger chance. Makes it up to 70%, which is insane. Like you get 2 out of 3 shots. Gunslinger. So your burst damage is going to be through the roof. Earth Spirit going for Refresher next, hitting on 2,000 gold. Some big items coming up. And Ponlo understanding that he might need to itemize even greedier than he did. So going for Wind Waker, that's going to be his way of potentially saving Muerta if Erica is caught like that. Low was toying with his item build, thinking about whether he needs to pick up a Dispel mechanic, whether he needs a Nullifier. But for now, it's just going to be damage. It's going to be survivability. We've seen Weavers getting closer. Like, once they get level 25, you get Satanic, you get Daedalus. It is quite a lot of damage. Having Ancient Guardian on top of that, just raw damage output. And if things don't go too well, you can always buy Divine Rapier for some extra. Needs the gold, of course, but you know what I mean.
If you could survive.
He has survivability. All you have to do is press a BKB, press Satanic. I don't think he gets bursted down from 100 to 0, especially if there is Wyvern. They have the cast range from Telescope. They do have Blink Dagger on Wyvern, so you should not die. Like, if Tianming is in a good spot, even if they jump you, you should be fine.
Smoked. Trying to find anybody. They'd even take a kill on Ponlo, although now he lost Shikuchi.
Just now, yeah.
Is under attack.
That's not awful
Are scanning.
for the side of Azure. Scan from the Dire, not spotting anything. Roche potentially up in 5 seconds. They need to start and make their way towards bottom, as this is going to be a long rush. It's a long one.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke used and both teams smoked up. Who will get the benefit of the jump? Ori leading the charge with this Primal Companion. The Primal Companion goes in a Roche and doesn't see anything, but with it being 2 minutes on Roche, he'll be just about at that 43-30
Smoke broke.
Comes back
70
up.
is
Smoke
in.
ends up breaking. 70's going to go in. They find themselves this Weaver dead, no buyback. Low out by himself. Primal split. Well, these Brewings were killing in a heartbeat. Bach is dead. The split does nothing.
Oof, there was no Tianming to try to separate the fight, use his Cold Embrace. There was no curse. They were playing a bit on a different side of the map. Azure Ray, a little uncharacteristic mistake from them. And it might be time to push the high ground. This time around, they do have Lincoln Sphere. They do have almost a full Wind Waker completed on Ponlo. A lot of farm top, though. It's the catapult. 40 minutes in, 2 catapults are approaching. Ponlo taking over the Watcher, taking over the outpost. So they have buyback, potentially to TP2 and come into the fight. Another stolen Shikuchi. He's out.
Oh, they even hex him, but Shikuchi is just permanently up.
Pretty much. Level 15 talent, 25% CD
Now they know where they're
reduction.
And Ori doesn't have BKB, but they're going to make a go at this. This is dangerous. Ponglo able to survive. He's got the Guardian Greaves. FY is now going to try and shackle and hold on to Ponglo. They'll at least get that. FY surviving with the Cold Embrace, but 7E eventually will get this kill with the Magnetize. It doesn't matter, and now they'll look for the +1 on TM Ming. They hit the Gleipnir. They'll take out another. Both supports for just Ponglo to get him to not have Shikuchi.
Somebody will need to address this top lane. It is dealing quite a lot of damage. Tower is going to drop again. Double catapult wave. They will pop the glyph, try to buy a little bit more time. Their creep wave is here, but they want to focus on the enemy side of the map. They want to focus on the barracks. And the catapult, the glyph did kill off the catapults.
So no Winter Wyvern. We really haven't felt the effects of the Winter's Curse. Ori, Vessel on him, and they're going to try and go in, but here's the Veil. They need to leave already. They're trying to continue on for more, and they bought back on FY. He's dead immediately. They got the stun, but here's the freezing field. Bach trying to survive it all, but he's back to form. Silence, Gleipnir, and caught. This is looking like it's going to be the end here for the side of Azure Ray. Weaver, he's got damage, but he can't output it. They'll buy back on Bach. 70's going to pop the BKB. They've got the pullback on Beyond. They finally get the kill on the Pangolier. He's going to buy back, but Ori's dead for 2 minutes. Just Muerta doing too much. As now TM Ming caught again. Winter's Curse on cooldown. Bach's got no health left. Right clicks coming out from the Muerta. They'll take out this Brewmaster once again. They'll call GG, and Team Zero are now 1 game away from qualifying the TI.
Oh, all it needs is one more game. It should not get on top of their head. They should keep their focus on what they've been doing. Managing to get
Participants on the team, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's something that you need to get out of your head, focus on. Once you get into the game, maybe in the pause you start thinking about the guys who are 1 game away. You know, the coach says something, but once you get on your keyboard and mouse, you kind of forget about everything. At least I hope they do.
Pressure's on, though. Let's see if there's any fighting before the horn. Not looking likely. ZZQ getting the D ward early on. 70 did not have a fun time in mid last time against Ori with the Storm Spirit, but what's the play here against the Leshrac?
I'm just thinking how they can fix this. Clockwork needs to come to the mid lane, trying to set things up. Pugna, not the hero that can gank the easiest Leshrac. Leshrac also very speedy, so not going to be an easy way to execute the gank. And you could also expect Enchantress, Tian Ming, to rotate to the mid lane early on, try to pressure this Earth Spirit. I could also see them rotating both supports early on and try to take the tower with Edict and 1 creep from Enchantress.
Low trying to get that bounty rune, but unable to secure it. Stands and trades with Beyond for a moment. These lanes are looking pretty interesting because you don't really see this combo of Phoenix Centaur, right?
No, it's also good for protecting the egg. It's strong in the lane. Cogs, level 1. ZZQ. Oh, this is pretty nice. Phoenix actually counters Clockwork in the lane. He uses Cogs, tries to get Cogs attacked to bounce it on you, but doesn't have enough attack speed because of the Fire Spirits. Dota has evolved so much.
It's quite a bit of evolution that's been going on, especially with the facets. The game is always evolving. I'm hoping to see more evolution. 70 mid. Thought Ori might even think about diving for that first blood. As he got close to getting that kill. Another set of cogs going the way of
he's
Phoenix.
Missing a lot of CS in the mid lane. Had a full wave underneath the tower, but very low HP. Was unable to get close. Needs another 20 gold for his bottle in the mid lane. 7E will get that range creep and will secure it. Cogs, such a powerful tool in the laning stage.
Feels like it could be very disruptive. FY just holding on for the moment. As
Oh, he's in trouble, top.
Yeah,
ZZQ.
get ZZQ. I said FY was holding on for the moment, but they're able to turn that and get that kill.
A bit of a misplay. He went close, used power cogs, expanded armature. It is quite a big AoE extra, 300, 330 actually. Makes things a lot more difficult to bounce them back with the cogs. Only try to burn some of the mana. Now is level 2. Did bring items to Bone Fletcher in the top lane, level 2. Clinks can get super tanky early on. This is the bottom lane. I don't think they should lose for Team 0. You just don't have enough damage to deal with Primal Beast.
Flo's actually not having a fun time. Neither is the Clinks in terms of CS, though. It's not exactly the greatest, most exciting times. But mid, now 70 ahead in experience, even though he took all that harassment early.
Three denies on him,
Go.
2 on Ori. Yeah, just a creep. Pretty much difference of experience. Maybe a range creep difference. Rune is available. Bounty rune to be picked up. This is something that Earth Spirit does really well. He can roll, pick it up, refill his bottle. The power of Earth Spirit mid.
Yep. Goes back, picking up boots soon enough. Refills that bottle. Wonder if we're going to see supports come over towards mid to make something happen, because there isn't really great supports to do that on either side. Pugna, he can Nether Blast, and maybe ZZQ can walk up and Battery Assault Cogs. But on the other side, too, it ain't great. It's Fire Spirits from FY and really not much from TMA, because he's not taking any shots in Impetus.
You have the damage with the enchant, bringing the creep. It's more about the control and setting things up for Ori. ZZQ try to go for the rune and
Force
now
the
needs the TP out. Very difficult to square up against Phoenix at these early levels. He's level 2 only, level 3 Phoenix, having Dying Light and Blinding Sun, Faucet, and neutral ability, innate ability.
This is another min matchup where Ori gets ahead in CS pretty heavily.
As he should.
Bottom lane, TMing.
Flash. Ooh, this could be a kill, but then again,
He's got the Nature's Attendance. Very safe.
Overprotective Wisps. Whenever you take more than 250 damage, one Wisp does get summoned for 4 seconds. You can have max 4 of those.
It's always nice to get a big boost in the heals, but now the Hoof Stomp Double Edge. And not going to be enough damage, but the Icarus Dive and some damage onto Erica as that courier from the Clinks is coming in, because Low lost his courier as that one was flying out to him. So not going to be both carries losing their couriers. Just Low, who, despite getting a lot of farm in the last game, struggled to output damage.
Was very difficult for him. This time around, he's playing into Silence, he's playing into Clockwork. Can be killed from 100 to 0. Want to see what the build on Erica is going to be, whether he opts to go for Deso or if he wants to pick up Mjolnir build just to have extra bit of a control. Deso, in this case, compared to Weaver, I would say Deso just works slightly better. But also, if you want to have Gleipnir, that works nicely. Buck, what is he bringing on the courier? Nothing yet. It is
Triple
a triple
bracer
bracer.
so far.
Hell yes.
He needs 4 bracers, technically. He's got 4 hooves. Battery Assault Cogs around him. Erica doing some damage with ZZQ. They're also going to TP in a +1 of 70 to secure that kill. And by secure, I mean steal that kill for sure.
If he rotated, he should definitely get the kill. Needs any kind of gold he can early on. This time, it is going to be Spirit Vessel, reducing the healing from Enchantress, from Phoenix, center a lot of HP on him. And also Leshrac does build into Bloodstone, so it makes a lot of sense for him to buy it. Supports a bit under-leveled on Team 0. Level 3 on ZZQ only.
Erica, hoof stomp, double edge. Do they have the
He needs to
damage?
eat somebody. Oh, can't get close.
He couldn't get the death pact off. TP, oh, the Wisdom Rune swiped by ZZQ. Battery Assault, this is going to be the Wisdom Rune and a kill.
And will deny himself. That's how you come back into the game. FY getting a double kill and ZZQ tipping him. Yeah, they're fine with this one. FY not getting XP. They were so under-leveled, as I said 30 seconds ago. Clockwork gets in there. Now level 5 and a quarter, 7 minutes in.
5 1/4, while Enchantress is 4 1/4 and FY is about 4 1/2. So there is that little bit of extra experience, especially for ZZQ, somebody who wants to play aggressive, get that hook shot, and make moves. Getting 6 as quickly as possible could mean devastating results for Azure Ray. That's low. His farm has not been amazing, but it's not terrible for the moment. He's now working this alone, 1v1 against Beyond.
He's in a good spot.
Roll in, and that roll hits, but the Icarus dive, the Magnetize was committed, and that won't get them a kill. So 7E. He sees these stacks, though, and he should be able to take it with the roll.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Nobody
attack.
here to defend this big camp.
They are finding a way to come back into the game, stealing the XP rune, stealing
Stampede
enemy
Beyond.
stacks.
Bottom is gonna drop to Ori. And then a hook stomp top as they're trying to get a kill here out of the Centaur, but they are gonna start to rotate over. It's Ori TPing onto Cogs. It's at least a deterrent to make sure that Bach doesn't get chased to death.
2k gold lead already for Azure Ray. Low, left alone in the bottom lane, will push him towards the top of the net worth. Mask of Madness about to be finished, completely uncontested in the laning stage. These healing wisps creating too much chaos, not having enough damage. Primal Split, by Primal Split I mean Primal Beast. Not putting the pressure onto Faceless Void, because he can easily time walk that off. Ponlo doesn't provide any kind of stun, any kind of silence that Faceless Void is afraid of. They're fighting a lot of neutral items, where 7E and Ponlo are farming right now. They made some big stacks.
Get those stacks, get that gold. But you look at the net worth, and this is similar to what happened in the first game. It's not as spread this time, but Ori is ahead by quite a bit. Low having a good game bottom. He's farming kind of well. But at the same time, so is this Clinks. Erica got the early Falcon Blade and wants to pick up the Deso after finishing off these treads. Get that early Deso, maybe move with ZZQ, who surprisingly was 5.5 at minute 7 and didn't make it to 6 until just about now.
Needs one extra creep to get that level 6. Hook
Such a
shot
long
now
time to get to
available.
6.
It is, especially if you die in between. Try to rotate TP somewhere, you don't get anything done. 7E, he's chasing. This is a tanky Enchantress.
Yeah, you have to deal with the Nature's Attendants at level 2. You're just not going to break through that and able to heal off the Magnetize again.
Azure Ray, they have the 4-leg Abomination draft. You have Leshrac, Centaur, and Enchantress. Very important.
You've heard the saying, right?
What's the saying?
2 legs bad, 4 legs good.
Never heard that one before.
Never read the book?
No.
Animal Farm?
I did. Just kidding.
Okay.
I read
Big meme reader.
19.
Hook shot
84.
flying in, and they don't have the damage to get Bach. Again, it just seems like they're throwing everything at the wall, hoping something sticks.
Keeping things at 2k right now. But Deso is going to be the big pickup. We still haven't seen Chrono from low. He feels pretty comfortable just farming, having that late game security, faces Void, but he's off to a good start. Also, did put 4 points in time lock, which means that he wants to farm, doesn't want to battle at all, knowing the lane. Even if they try to, pressure you, 1 point in time lock is enough. All that damage from Primal Beast. It's also a lot of commitment from them in terms of mana.
Erica shading their way towards top with the rest of the team, and they are
Spirit
looking
Vessel
to show up
is
here.
coming, but he has no charges.
Roll in, that's going to land on a low. Can he get out of this one? The life drain, the kill. Low is dead so quickly. And this is a big fight for Zero as they get Bach as well. They will continue on to try and pop this egg and... Oh, get it just
Will
in
do
time.
so. Panlo gets it. He didn't have a point in strafe. Well, like one valuable point in strafe just for that would make a lot of difference. You get 100 attack speed bonus. Oh, big stacks now being stolen. This is super massive.
They got scanned on it
ZZQ.
immediately.
It's not going to allow this to happen. Hookshot is available.
Oh, missing
Not
that
anymore.
hook shot. They're still just gonna go though, right? Spirit Vessel, they're chasing, missing
They're
the
afraid
roll.
of the Chrono. Low, they see him. They see him
need to
coming.
be careful. Low's coming over. They're gonna use the time dilation. They gotta stay in front of 70 so he can't roll away, and they'll do so successfully. ZZQ, he'll die first. Down goes 70, all to defend these stacks. All the while, Pugna as well as this Primal Beast know that they need to clean up the stacks ASAP.
Top tower has fallen.
Let's see if they can find something else out of it. That was a pretty wild fight, especially because Hookshot did miss. Could have been blink in, Hookshot in, get the kill, but Enchantress is super tanky. He didn't die a single time, and that was not even close to killing her, especially after the Hookshot missed. Having 20 Magic Wand charges, having Overprotective Wisp as Faucet, and also Seeds of Serenity. Plus, didn't even... I don't think he popped Nature Attendance immediately. This hero, when played with all these items, when played with this build, makes very difficult to kill.
Yeah, not an easy position 5 to kill ever, and going 4 staff. Has the untouchable now, hook shot. Panlo will be here with the life drain, the spirit vessel. The attendants cannot tend those wounds.
Still need to commit heavily to getting the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
Spirit Vessel, 4 points in Battery Assault with the Cripify to amplify that magic damage by 30. I would like to see the number of stacks being made in this game, because I feel like this is so far the game that we've seen the most stacking happening. FY has been also pretty active, and I believe he also cleared the stacks in the triangle of his own, about to finish off his Spirit Vessel, great against Pugna. Of course,
I think when they last showed the stacking numbers, it was like 14 for Team 0 and 13 for Azure Ray.
it's 16 now, and 13 for Team 0.
Yeah, I was
There's quite a lot of stacking going.
But yeah, you were right. A lot of
Going
stacking. Because stacking's something we talked about a lot last patch. Felt like it was so important to get the stacks out, whereas now,
is under attack.
yeah, there are stacks here and there, but it's not the name of the game in the laning stage anymore, right?
No, but things changed a little bit more. It also depends on the lane setup, how things are developing, if you want to fall back to the stacks, if you have heroes that can clear the stacks. Erica, Deso finished on him, having Lance of Pursuit. This item got buffed in B version as well. Damage has been increased when you're attacking from behind, from 15 to 20. A lot of attack speed on Clinks, of course, so more damage.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And a good amount of slow.
Just waiting to see
Sentry
that
Ward.
first
Same spot.
chrono. Yeah, same spot. TM Ming, though, not dying immediately this time around. Still alive, still surviving, and gets away Icarus dive, Supernova, Chronosphere on Erica, as well as ZZQ. They got beyond, they take out 70. 2 heroes dead. The Supernova pops the Icarus dive over the life drain to try and help out Erica, but they've got the time walk over. They should be able to get the kill. It's 4 heroes dead on the side of Team Zero as Ponlo TP and first hit bash, of course, as that is a full team wipe for the side of Azure Ray.
Again, Enchantress first point of contact, exactly what Azure Ray wants you to do, so they can react, they can try to set things up on their own. First Chronosphere as well, off the game. They get stuff done, full team wipe. It wasn't, you know, multiple man Chrono, but it got the job done. Chronosphering Clinks, and he didn't get any Deso charges. Now things are gonna get much more difficult with levels, less track for the next fight. Bloodstone, Amplify Damage Rune, and we'll have a Yule Scepter as well, so he can remove the Spirit Vessel. Things are looking pretty grim for Team Zero. Unless they can find these pickoffs when Chronosphere is down. Again, Enchantress. What is this hero? What is this abomination?
Is insane. They're trying to kill this hero, kill the deer. The Nature's Attendants, they're healing these wounds, but they just keep coming, and they also got Bach. That's the bigger of the two.
They need to chase him down. It is time. Yules has already been used. Ori getting tipped by
Bloodstone in a
Ponlo.
second. Oh,
Not gonna
Ori.
be enough.
Yeah, he's dead.
Striking
After a
back
full
immediately.
team
I love to see it. Knowing that there is no Supernova, there is no Chronosphere available. Using that opportunity. Good shot calling from Team Zero. And this is going to be a tower. Getting some Deso charges as well. But the Enchantress, I think you might need to ignore her. Just pretend that the hero is not there.
Seriously, because they keep going for the Ench, and Ench keeps surviving. Man, after being team wiped like that, surprising that they are so willing to continue fighting, but they know that this is their timing. Only a 2,000 net worth lead now for the side of Azure Ray. Low, he's ahead of the Earth Spirit, but still needs more, and it's Maelstrom Mask of Madness. Chrono up in 10, by the way. Four-man smoke. Ench sees ZZQ, Hoof Stomp, Double Edge, and Seeds of Serenity, but they've got the Spirit Vessel. Ori gets credit for that kill. They found Low. He needs the time walk, gets down. There's the Chrono. They stampede. They're going to come to help him out. The Supernova, but Erica in trouble. So is this Primal Beast. Erica goes down 70 with a Magnetize. They still want to go. Low, he's going to fight this. 70's dead. Beyond is gone. They went back in.
Oh, 70 definitely should have not rolled in. That's such a risky move. If they get a kill on Faceless Void, they can probably take the fight. You'll have Clinks resetting, going into Invis, and now we're back to the start where we kind of started. Every single time Chrono is up, they do have overwhelming team fights. ZZQ dying here immediately. Roshan does belong to Azure Ray.
So
he was so close to dying. They need a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Didn't see it for the second time, but he was so close, and then immediately Supernova, Erica with no BKB, no saving items yet on him, kind of doomed. Whenever you get on top of him, he's just straight up gonna die pre-BKB.
Man, 70 going in with the Magnetize, but it just is not nearly enough damage. And that gives so much gold over to Low. Now he's got this Aegis, and he's real close to this BKB. This is a good spot for Azure Ray to be in. 6,000 net worth ahead, and an Aegis in hand. Nature's Attendants to make sure Bach... Hold on, I'm gonna hold that thought.
Bach, oof, they stopped hitting.
I was gonna say it, but I know if I finished that sentence, he dies.
Thanks, B-Cup. Very nice of you.
Yeah, I didn't want to caster's curse anybody. I can't do that.
Can't make changing inside a build, picking up Glimmer Cape. It's not like they had enough to kill him. Like, this is gonna be Because he was thinking about getting the Force Staff, but with Glimmer Cape having 25% magic resistance and having that 300 barrier on top of the heals, this shard just doesn't die. Easy Q. Ready to
smoke
again,
right up on the
no,
high ground.
just- no, don't go. Hook shot out. That's a good call.
Stampede, though. They're going to get ZZQ anyway. Or are they? They're going to re-engage. They always try to re-engage. I said they were going to get ZZQ anyway, but this is Bach dying.
Chronos back up.
Supernova,
Low's coming.
Cogs, they're able to run out of them, and now Low, yeah, he's coming, but do you want to go anymore?
Look good. They
turned
didn't
it on
even
Bach.
kill ZZQ. That's pretty nice. Hook shot out, gets the cogs, gets battery, and he's also very close, like relatively close to pipe. These are some very expensive components when you are buying a pipe. There's another 600 gold as a position 5. Basically Hand of Midas recipe, so far away from it. 70.
Nice.
He's Invis and has Arcane Rune.
Roll. Time walk away. I was going to say, Bach, he's going for Eternal Shroud. But they are taking a massive amount of magical damage. Would you have rather that be a pipe, or would you like a pipe at any
No.
point for Bach?
No. Just Eternal Shroud, too good of an item. You are itemizing for yourself. Somebody else, if you really need it, you have a Glimmer Cape on the Enchantress. No need to overdo it.
Hopefully, with the Eternal Shroud, at least for Bach, he can survive a little bit longer. He took about 3,000 magical damage in a pretty quick span of time. Where are you going? Shivas, and they're going to engage on this Pugna. But they engage. They want to leave. Hook shot. That connects onto, I want to say, the worst target, the Enchantress, who's going to survive. The Glimmer Cape
She's still alive.
finally
Not
dies.
anymore.
DMing drops. Spirit Vessel, Chrono, that's committed onto Erica. They want the right clicks. They want the damage. Ooh, all of a sudden
Decryptify.
disarmed and taking a lot of damage is low. He needs to be careful about how he's going to go back into this fight because he's got the Aegis, yes,
Egg
but they need to
in
make
the
sure
middle.
that they find themselves the right positioning. They'll
egg
burn
from
out
FY.
beyond. Great egg from FY. Icarus dive over, looking over to get Erica. But the roll, the burn, the sun ray, and a little bit of a life drain from Paulo to top him off and make sure that he's able to get out.
Not too bad of a trade for Team Zero. The spell casting really is on point. That Decryptify during the Chronosphere, saving Clinks, getting out of trouble. Ponlo playing out of his mind. And also that Nether Ward with Siphoning Ward. Every single time you use ability, you get, every single time you deal damage by the ward, you get 25% damage and mana back. So makes Ponlo super tanky. That's pre-Glimmer Cape. Once he finishes that off, it's going to be even more protection for his team. I think Strafe needs to be used to kill off the egg. It's like relatively easy said, but because he has a lot of things to look out for in the middle of a fight, but would definitely love to have that available. Has a lot of attack range. Dragonlance did pick up a Grobo, level 15 talent attack range, so look at the top lane, outranges the tower by a good 75, maybe even 100 range.
Eesh. Daedalus next in the queue for Clinks. Mjolnir next in the queue for Low. Like I said, all he wants is Shiva's guard, and he's got 2,400 gold. For him, it's still about 1,000 away. I'm looking at Phoenix FY1's Shard, Force Staff back on the docket here for TMing as well. And Bach also queued up a Shivas. Hasn't purchased any of the components yet. And so where he's about to finish his.
That tells you a lot about the game. What the item is really good. Stopping the healing, having that speed, attack speed reduction. Didn't click his BKB.
Oh, no. Erica all survives. Supernova again, and he's able to escape. Supernova goes off. How much are they going to lose, though, on the side of Team Zero? It's 2, maybe a third. They've got the stun. They'll get the kill on a Beyond. It's TMing who gets credit for it. They save Erica, though. It's saving Private Erica on that one.
they know as long as they stick together on Azure Ray, they will be able to get a better fight. They want to get a pick off. Hook shot with this Clinks, Earth Spirit rolling in, Primal Beast charging. Try to get something on the side, but unable to do so if they are playing all together right now. Low is alone. Clinks has no HP whatsoever, has one death pact available. I don't think it's enough to kill him from 100 to 0. Let's see.
They're gonna try. Chrono. Oh God, Erica.
I mean, did they not click on him? He has a BKB. You just can't roll silence. He's going to be able to get the time walk off.
Sunray and another kill on ZZQ.
They're falling apart in the second game.
It's like they're trying to force it, and it's just not working. They're throwing their heads at the wall, and the wall is Azure Ray and a Chrono. Not only does it stop the head, but it stops time and space.
Yeah, it's the European wall from the blocks. It's not that US wall where you can easily break through it.
Yeah. We're great builders over here.
Tower is under attack.
Things are
Top
looking
tier
rough.
2. Yeah. You're right. You've been saying it for a little bit too, that this has been looking rough, and they're not making it easier by trying to force these kills, right?
No,
But
these
they
are
know
like
they have
some...
a fast lineup, and they're trying to keep it going that way.
They do.
What do you think?
Now it's time to go. Knowing that there is no Chronosphere for another minute and 20 seconds, it would be a good time to strike, but fighting into Chrono with no real saves, it's going to be very difficult. There was like this Decrypify that came out once, but I think that's going to be tougher to execute with each minute passing by.
11,000 net worth lead. And not looking easy for Team 0. Erica still wants to take top of Erica. And he turns into bone dust. Not a great feeling to be ground up like that. They're not taking the advantage of the fact that Chrono was on cooldown, only down for another 35 seconds. They're grouping up a little bit, but it's not turning into anything offensive yet. But they have 5-man smoke. They have another 25 seconds till Chrono is back up, 20 seconds till Roche is back up. I would say a full team wipe here in Team 0. The game might just be signed, sealed, and delivered for Azure Ray. Four step out of the cogs, and they're gonna onslaught forward, looking over at who else but TM Ming on this Enchantress. They'll enchant Beyond, slow him down, blink hoof stomp, the follow-up is there. They've got the silence on a low, but the stun from Ori lands on a Beyond. They'll uproar on Beyond, the look over is now Chronosphere is available. If they find themselves Erica, they'll feel free to just drop it to Decrypify on a Beyond, but it won't save his life. CZQ is going to be focused by low. He'll change his attention the other way around as Erica's going to BKB and TP out. Yule's 70, BKB, Chrono even committed on this one just to make sure that they kill off this Earth Spirit.
Yeah, and they should go for Roche after taking a fight like this. That's why Low used the Chronosphere. They are gonna hunt. They want Pawn Low. I don't think that's the target to go for. Roshan was just spawning. It's gonna go back to the bottom lane. They don't know the exact timer. We do, however, so one thing we're better at than professional e-gamers.
Oh, what's such a compliment for me? Me better than a professional e-gamer? No, you let it go to my head. You said it. And now my ego's inflated.
Calm down. Calm down. You're not joining a professional team and winning TI Cup.
Yet. You don't know.
You know how certain people, they get in coma and suddenly they wake up. Suddenly they know a certain language. They know how to play piano. Maybe we need to get you into coma, like somehow.
Next time we're together, just hit me in the head really hard.
I was thinking about what's the way that it's not painful. Just maybe some induced coma could work, but we'll have to see.
I just want to get better at Dota.
I see this as the only way. This is the only way. Faces Void now with almost having a full Scotty, so that's gonna be. So they have all 3 items to stop the healing. Scotty, Shiva's, and Spirit Vessel.
He just on this void, and the shard goes to...
Not just Shiva's, they have double Shiva's card.
Yeah, they went double Shivas. They committed to on Bach as well. He's got the best item, though.
Oh, he got stumped by a centaur.
Beyond. Well, doesn't have chrono, but he'll time dilate.
Tianming
Just needs to bash, but can't keep up.
with the play. Problem is, Erika can't really deal damage. He needs to commit to a fight. And if Chronosphere is up, he's gonna be the target for Chrono. Like, just very difficult game for Klinks. The way to maybe play around it is use a buyback, try to bait him to use Chronosphere on other heroes. But we're getting into a territory where Faceless Void is the king of the game.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, I don't think we're getting to that point. I think we're at that point. Especially while he's holding this Aegis. 7E. They're not afraid to just chrono him either. I think that they've been super willing to do so. He has to run while ZZQ being chased by FY. Hook shot trying to get some distance in the TP out and gets away. So able to survive is ooh, going through the twin gates. TP out from Ponlo. Unable to hit that stun. And Azure Ray spending a lot of time chasing around the map. But still 2.5 minutes on this Aegis. Beyond, again, even being more of a distraction.
FY was being pinged out. Maybe they could get a pick off there, but FY knows something is up, reconnects with the rest of the team. Bach pinged out the top tower. The rest of the team needs to come so they can push.
Converge.
top tower is under attack.
2 minutes left on the Aegis.
Structures.
Trifecta of items stopping the healing. Ponlo is not gonna have a good time.
So they'll start. Take this tier 3. Maybe they have one more fight left in them. Geomagnetic Grip, they've got the Silence. There's the Decrepify. And they'll take out that Nether Ward. Life Drain broken.
Sentry
Erika
ops down, they
nearby.
see Erika.
Yeah, they might just go for the Time Walk into the Chrono. They stampede. They go backwards. They're actually going towards ZZQ while they leave Low by himself. He pops his BKB. He'll chase after Erika. He's still holding on to this Chrono. So willing to hold it and not just drop it down on the Klinks. While the rest of the team went and got ZZQ as they took him outside and took him to the Lagrange. Time walk in, beyond BKB. He'll walk all the way back to base.
Law's doing a good job blinking in or time walking in, forcing BKBs without committing with his Chrono, holding the Aegis for another minute, knows that he doesn't necessarily need to use it. So now you have 2 BKBs on cooldown. Erika,
Are fortified.
can he deal the damage? He does have a lot of right-click, strafe, level 20 talent, extra 40 attack speed, Daedalus. Desolator is just how you're gonna control the fight.
Onslaught. Beyond, he doesn't have BKB. Yeah, that's not going to work out. They'll hook shot in, but again, it's on a
the
TMA.
Enchantress.
It's always on the
Please
Enchantress.
stop.
It's always been the Enchantress every single time. Roll in, hits on a Ori. They'll use the Magnetize.
That's a big
They've got the
Magnetize.
silences, but the BKB's going to be popped by Ori. There's the Chronos Award, though, right onto this Klinks. They'll look over to kill off Erika. They've got the Sunray. They'll burn him out. He doesn't have buyback. Beyond is going to be dead following that one up. And neither of these heroes have buyback. They'll call GG, and it is even at 1. As Azure Ray dominate game 2 and take it with ease.
He said it was a risky draft from Team Zero. Have Tranquil Boots, you need to have something to help out your team. I think in this one, Lotus Orb later down the line might be an item of a choice because other heroes don't build into it. Great against Razor Static Link, of course. Put that on your TB. Great against Overgrowth. Is there anything out of ordinary when it comes down to faucets? Razor taking what he needs to take. Drow Ranger doesn't have the best faucets. The Vantage Point one is the one that deals 20% more damage when attacking from the high ground. The other one is she can use items and move during multi-shot. So that's kind of a eh.
30 seconds to battle.
Just eh.
Yeah, there was also a nerf to Drow Ranger where Gust no longer grants you bonus movement speed, so... A lot of nerfs to Drow Ranger. She does have this one where she's sitting on the high ground. Works well with Glacier, of course. So that's gonna be good.
Definitely something to look out to in terms of
The battle
how
begins.
quickly the shard gets picked up for Drow. See how that lane goes. Erica, the lane for Clinks was okay. And truthfully, my big lookout is 7E. He's been dominated 2 games in a row. What's he going to do with this Razor?
Should be getting ahead in this lane. Also, when it comes down to people rotating, Ponlo, he had an amazing game 1. Had a, I would say, even great game 2, even though they lost. He did as much as he could on Pugna. And now I want to see him rotate to the mid lane, try to get stuff done. Ori, 16 static link damage stolen, but he does last hit with a lightning storm.
Swipes that one anyway. Interested to see the play from FY as well on this 4-position Centaur. Not exactly the easiest heroes to kill.
I'm looking at Razor 70 missing most of his CS in the mid lane, even with the stolen damage.
Dire's courier has been killed.
It's definitely showing that Ori is the better mid player. Especially if he wins a matchup like this where it should be Razor favored, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win. A couple of mistakes did happen, and Bach getting the first blood. Blood Grenade, Centaur Stomp, ZZQ, Astrian Protector, soaking up all of that damage. Not sure what happened there. I don't think he should die, but I guess they got level 2. Killed him with Malefice or just Eidolons.
Dire's courier
And he kills the Courier as well. Uh-oh. Not a great start for them.
No, and not sure what Low has against ZZQ because he was instant tipping on that first blood kill. Wonder if there's any bad blood between the two of them, but we'll get this little bit of a fight recap. Malefice there with the hoof stomp. Equal damage basically done by both these heroes from Azure Ray. Centaur, of course, looking for the bracers, using that horsepower, but Bach has the Event Horizon.
Cool spell name. Not the best one. This feels a bit lackluster.
Oh, blood grenade onto Erica. Hoof stomp. These Eidolons, they've got the Malefice.
Event Horizon.
They're trying to get the
he's
damage
slowed.
out. Yeah, the Event Horizon's too much. You can yell Murph as much as you want, but you can't get it past the Event Horizon.
You're getting sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
That's like having black hole without having a black hole. Good start for Azure Ray. 2 kills already in the top lane. This was supposed to be a lane where they sustain, but problem is your Drow Ranger will always be on the back foot in this lane. Playing into Eidolons, there will be a lot of denies. Erica will need to catch up. Now, Return of Shadows available, and also Healing Lotus. I could see them scoring another kill in this lane.
Yeah, for sure.
70 mid, diving quite deep.
TP could come from a Centaur if he's not too careful.
Radiant's middle
Ooh, there was a TP started by
Tian Ming.
Pugna, I believe.
Yeah, Ponlo
and
immediately
stopped it
bramble.
with the... Yeah. There's nothing to stop an FY TP. Honestly, probably just the fact that he wouldn't have mana for a stun afterwards. But Bach again, Malefice, and they're gonna go. They've got the silence, but I don't think that's enough. Bach's already on a killing spree, and Game 1 looks so promising for Team 0. Game 2 was all Azure Ray, and we're already starting with this top lane being so good for Bach.
Things looking pretty rough. This is also not the lane where you can stabilize with any kind of a play. This is supposed to be the sustain lane, so somebody needs to come top and try to get stuff going. It needs to be 7E. Even with rotation from Dark Willow, I don't think you should be able to get the kills there. Maybe one kill on a support, but other than that, you should be fine.
Mango picked up here for the Centaur. Bach early into this urn. Hoof stomp once again. There's the
Good
silence,
body
but the body
blocks
blocks from FY. Don't think they'll quite have the damage, nor do they want to go into the tower, but there are a lot of Eidolons here. If you're not too careful, you could just die immediately. This is really the lane with the most action. Mid, Ori staying ahead in CS. Bottom's been pretty quiet for the most part. Nothing really doing elsewhere, and really a question of how much they can get done for Azure Ray in this top lane. They put this Obs down, then this Sentry. They don't see anybody, though. They do not see where the Centaur is at. So, FY with one bracer. See if
he gets an angle.
A go.
There is Ponlo who just TP'd to the top lane.
No TP on TMing, by the way. He's going to have to go through the Twin Gate as they go for Bach. This would be a killing spree going the way of Ponlo. They'll try to at least trade onto Erica, which is a trade that's pretty worth it.
Blood
here
grenade.
Comes this Pugna. TMing's here with a Blood Grenade. The Nether Blast, they've got the kill on Ponlo. Do they want to dive for ZZQ?
Not
The
really
thought
worth
was there
it.
for a second, but it's not much value if you lose a +1 going for that kill.
This also gives Centaur some free time, getting some CS, getting some solo XP as a position for Centaur. Very important that you get yourself to that level 6 with the Stampede, high impact ability, and they're not done yet.
Erica again, no.
Even low
The
is
meta.
here.
Yeah, they want to go on Erica, who just came back to lane. You're going to be alive with a TP on cooldown for another minute.
And this is going to be the tower.
Oh,
Meta, still
Ori.
half duration. You have Catapult, you have Enigma, and then Low can go back to the bottom lane, continue to farm up. They can't really pressure the tower with Pangolier. Things are falling apart, and it's not slowly, actually very quickly for Team Zero. They need to pick up the XP rune on their side of the map.
They really do. We talked about it in games 1 and 2, just the importance of getting your 6 on some of these heroes as a support. You've got level 5 for FY at 7 minutes, something we saw from ZZQ on the Clockwork in the game that he played that on, where he was able to steal the Wisdom Rune and get a kill. But the fact that FY is involved in 5 kills in 7 minutes, he didn't really need to do that. He just picks up the Wisdom Rune, and he's already feeling like you might have Stampede soon enough.
Refills the bottle. Pretty much having a perfect game on this position for Centaur. 1500 HP. This hero does not die. ZZQ will probably pay with his life here. Too many heroes around him.
Ori's going to get that kill. FY's going to push even closer to 6. Have Arcane Boots on Ori. He's got that bottle as well. Diabolic Edict only level 1, so the pushing power out of this little Shrek isn't too high just yet. But 7E coming around, and he's coming to steal some camps. You got to be careful.
Has Shield Rune, can't afford to go greedy. They need to bring a third hero to kill him, or he doesn't have much mana to work with.
Yeah, has 13 wand charges, Arcane Boots in 20, but currently half the pool. Try to clean up some creeps as Low. Low, when he first popped onto the scene on YBB, It was either he played Terrorblade or he played Phantom Assassin.
This is how you start as carry. You have you have TB +1, then you have these hero specialists like illusion specialists like Nightfall, known as the press kid back in the days, playing PL Terrorblade. That's how you get to notice. Then you had these, you know, players who play something like Monkey King, Crystallis, that other players don't play. Man, there's a lot for Drow Ranger to recover in this game. Just hit level 6, still doesn't have an item. Blade of Alacrity coming on the courier.
Dominator
tough game.
already on Bach. And there's 6 for FY, so they have Stampede pre 10 minutes. That's massive. Panglo's only level 4. There's the Stampede. There's the potential turnaround. The static link. But that already broke. 7E. He used his ult, but he's in so much trouble.
Overextending, not
I don't know if they were
respecting the level
expecting-
6. Not respecting
Yeah.
the Stampede.
I don't know if they were expecting it that early.
If there was no Stampede, I think they get a kill on Ori. He probably dies afterwards. Uh-oh. Bach, he's coming in.
Panglo. Yeah. Panglo's in trouble. The Eidolons are here. The Netherblast misses, but they've got the life drain with the hoof stomp, and Bach's got another kill. It is 9-1.
It needs to be beyond. He needs to get stuff done. Level 7, shield crashed is maxed out, pushing the tower in the bottom lane. Has Spirit Vessel coming, but they definitely need his teamfight presence. They need his damage. Need somebody who can soak up the damage as well for the team. Because Razor doesn't feel too comfortable getting close to the fight, especially after a death like that. 7E, 0, 1, and 0 on mid Razor.
With the better matchup, too. But still ends up 700 gold behind Ori at the 10-minute mark. These supports on the side of Team Zero, Panglo's still level 4.5.
And their XP rune didn't get stolen, so needs to find a lane for himself. Right now, soaking up the experience in the bottom lane. Has Shadow Realm available. Plus the Healing Lotus, Raindrop, keeping him alive, baiting a bit. This is a good... Wait, he just killed himself. Didn't pop the Healing Lotus, used Blood Grenade. And the neutral creep hit him.
At least they'll get TMing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, there it is. At least they'll get TMing, but it's not worth losing 70.
Spirit Vessel charge is now available on Beyond from that kill, so all good. They did heavily commit. At least Pagna didn't get XP for Panlo. Panlo will definitely love to get XP from that kill or anything on the map pretty much. Level 4, 12 minutes into the game. Needs a lot of recovery on his side.
Can we get a replay of that blood grenade? If possible. Top lane. TP's coming in. FY getting a little bit low. Ori's here. ZZQ chase back. Using that pig pull. He supports. The net worth is 3K. The experience is only about 12%. It's the supports that are really missing out at the moment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Big difference in terms of supports, what they bring to the table. FY already using Stampede 2 or 3 times, getting the value out of it, dominating the lane. 7E. ZZQ is behind him, but doesn't have overgrowth.
Yeah, he's a couple creeps off of it. And getting this creep wave, he should be able to get his level 6. So now they have overgrowth. They have level 4 in the Diabolic Edict as well. Or you can start to push these towers if he feels comfortable enough to just move forward.
They will move together. 14-minute XP rune coming up. Bach will pick it up on his side of the map, and we'll finish off Helm of the Dominator in 400 gold with Edict that you mentioned. Nobody kills this Helm creep, so that's going to be pretty massive upgrade in terms of team fight potential, pushing out the waves with the Ancient Black Dragon if he can find it.
What's the go-to ancient creep that you're going to be picking up? As FY stampedes away, but the overgrowth committed. Uh-oh, black hole. It's only on to Beyond.
Has great healing
as
modus,
Pongo
gets
and
it.
ZZQ.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And he just watched and black hole for nothing.
Okay, they got something out of it. It's all about delaying the game until they feel fight ready. Beyond sitting on 2,000 gold. Let's see what he decides to pick up. Whether he feels that he needs a Blink Dagger to be the initiator for the team, or if there's something else that he's cooking. Gonna be Blink for now.
So nothing off menu. It's just straight up standard Blink Dagger,
Radiant structures are fortified.
which I think is okay. The whole time TB just farming up this Manta, or at least trying to. Brambo's thrown behind the tier 1 tower, and they do get the deny. So unable to get that tower as Erica shows up. Erica, though, bottom of the net worth of the course.
No Stampede. This should be the
What?
kill.
Look, Stomp trying to get away. Bramble's down again. Curse Crown and a kill for Beyond. They also get Lowe's Courier at the same time.
Are scanned.
They're starting to play aggressive, and this is something that Team Zero does really well.
If they can find Terrorblade, scan just connected. Bedlam available, no Terrorize. Down to half HP already. DPs are coming
They're
in.
going. Got the Rolling Thunder. Sunder used, though. And with the Spirit Vessel, not sure it's going to matter. Low all alone, and nobody can help him out. It's a little surprising that the response wasn't quite there from Azure Ray.
What is that thing where TB just died? Underneath the Watcher. What is it? That looks like some kind of a bear fur or something.
I don't see anything.
The Watcher. It was definitely on the screen. Still on the screen.
Screenshot it for me.
Oh,
Snippet.
we can check it out bottom once the action is gone. Something that Pango bounced out of. 7E. Oof, damage with the Crepified
Easy
double edge.
kill.
So what is that thing? Yeah, that thing right there.
It's a tree stump.
Was that in the game the whole time? I don't think I've ever
Or
noticed
no,
that.
sorry, it's not a tree stump, it's a tent. Yeah, it's a little tent. It's got 2 sticks holding it up. Tent, maybe not the right word. Covering, awning. Yeah, I think so. It's an
Troll,
awning
yeah, trolls live.
for the trolls. Starts to rain, they huddle up, they stay warm, they make fire.
What if it's not a troll camp? Does that still exist? Because I don't think I've ever noticed that. It's not. I noticed on the spells and stuff. You probably should have noticed that, where you're like, oh, look at this. It's a frog. It's some kind of a.
What do you think I'm doing? Just looking at nature on the map all
Yeah.
the time? Oh my god. Oh, ZZQ. He's got overgrowth. Low's probably dead again.
No Sunder.
He doesn't have Sunder.
He's alone.
Not probably. He is very dead. He even stopped moving.
They managed to stabilize. The good thing for Team Zero is that they have TBS carry on Azure Ray, which doesn't feel good right now. Overgrowth ready to use on 4.
Yeah, overgrowth on 4. Terrorize on a 2. Didn't hit on a TMing, so they were able to suck down ZZQ. They've got the static link on a FY. The right clicks are in. They've got themselves another kill. As
Curse Crown
Azure Ray
connected.
go to the black hole, but it doesn't quite hit Erica. They'll still get the kill on a 70. It zones out Erica a little bit. Box still moving forward. They get the kill on a Ori. They'll take it on a Shrek. They've got TB coming back into this one as they'll lose TMing. But do they want to continue? Yeah, they do. Metamorphosis committed. Eric
Beyond
on the
is
high
owning
ground.
that fight.
FY looks for the hoof stomp, gets the kill, and now they're going to look for Beyond. He's hit with the Malefist. They've got the Midnight Pulse down. Swashbuckle to try and leave. FY is following this up with a hoof stomp that's on cooldown for another 2 seconds, but blink over from Bach. They'll chase. They've got some Eidolons. They'll get the kill. Low's got a double kill despite dying to start that one off.
They overcommitted. Terrorize did not hit onto Enigma. That's the big one. And they were also not on the same page. Overgrowth onto 4. Everybody else went completely back. I think they should have gotten more out of that fight. But Azure Ray, Low, double kill all of a sudden. Definitely didn't deserve to get it. And that's going to be his Manta style now completed, which is great against, of course, Dark Willow, removing some of the root mechanics. Great against Terrorblade, Silence, and also Spirit Vessel. 74% in favor of Azure Ray, Gaben says.
They do lead the net worth on all 3 cores. Low really wanting to work towards this BKB. Needs it, I'd say, fast. Because they make it look so easy to kill him the few times that they have caught him. 7E playing a dangerous game. There's the Decrepify, and they land the stun, but with TPs coming through, they need to leave. I say they need to leave, but FY also holding his ground here, and he's got a Blink Dagger flying out. Got the Mallet Fist. Palo blown up. Or he gets credit for that kill, and it's another Ancient Black Dragon here for Bach. Like you said, nobody really deals with these Overlord creeps that well.
Can't really do much to the creep, and moving as a unit. Black Hole off cooldown in 35. Gonna clear the enemy Ancient stack.
On FY too. And they find the proper opening. Might Beyond, not the easiest to kill. They have Blink, but Beyond, they spotted him and they just back away.
He saw Nether Ward being placed. So the icon immediately went back. ZZQ trying to farm up his Blink Dagger after picking up Aghanim's Shard. So we'll have that permanent invisibility when near the trees. Trying to scout things out for his team. Draw Ranger
There's smoke.
managed to recover, I would say, nicely. They're still top 3 from Azure Ray
70.
on network. Let's see if they can find
Blink.
something. They can.
Post stomp, and they will get this follow-up stun from Ori with the life drain. It's Bach who gets the kill on a 70. The TP's not in time. That's the debut of the Blink Dagger from FY. Drow deep in their own jungle. Erica, level 15, and just 1,200 gold away from having that axe. And that upgrade of the Frost Arrows, having that hypothermia can be huge.
Dire's top tower
Losing another tower here. Roshan.
The map is starting to shrink.
Yeah, potentially for Azure Ray. They do have sustain with Pugna. They do have damage with Leshrac. Ori. Bloodstone, Guild Scepter, and Whisper of the Dread. Plus having Pugna's Decrepify, which is maxed out to deal even more damage. And Pugna did find a really good neutral item for himself. Tian Ming, Eye of the Vizier, so he can keep the distance.
Start to life drain this Tormentor. Get it at 22 minutes. This will be Shard for Tiamat. So he's got the Nether Ward increased cast range and the upgrade to life drain as well. You've got this Ancient Black Dragon just pushing mid too. And they get the Shard on 7E. Was he at underfarmed? No, Beyond and ZZQ had it, so
he
it was
bought the
between
Shard.
him and- Okay.
Not a bad shard to get for free, or you buy that later. There's always items to buy on Razor, but could be really nice pulling people in, pulling you closer so that they can't run away. There's also a Stampede to save people out of trouble, but 70 having a rough time on Razor. Not so much, I would say, in terms of the score and the farm, which is still pretty low, but just not having a game. Like, was unable to play into the matchup that he was supposed to win, then overextends, gets killed, gets jumped. Blink reveal on Centaur, also a kill on him.
A lot of time given. They've got this Ags on Erica, but that being said, Low, he's got the BKB. That's what he really wanted, and they're going to go for this Roche. However, Team Zero, they're wise to this, and FY going to try and stand in the right spot, breaking the smoke from 7E. That's the blink dagger that's going to be broken. Forced not far enough away. The damage in from Erica. They're pulling him in with that short.
Oh, he got bashed by Roche.
They are going to save FY. Low with the BKB. They get the kill eventually from Beyond. And this isn't exactly looking like that great of a fight. The BKB was already used. The stun lands onto the Dark Will. Maybe they can get the kill here onto the Dark Will, but Yule's up into the air. This damage isn't coming out well enough from the side of Azure Ray. They've got Erica just doing so much damage from off to the side. Panglo finally dies to TMing. They'll use the Overgrowth. They're going to look over his back. His hit with the Spirit Vessel, maybe dropping down the black hole. It's going to be on a 2. Gets ZZQ and Beyond. 7E now needs to kind of bail from this one as Erica, despite the fact that he was nailing a lot of damage on the side of Azure Ray, just doesn't get enough out of the fight.
They wanted Centaur so badly, knowing that his buyback is on cooldown, gets decrypified, gets saved, and then gets bashed by Roche, takes some extra damage. Doesn't feel comfortable coming back to the fight. The fight was on 2 different sides. You had Pango as well on the left side of the map, soaking up the attention from Terrorblade, and now they will take Roshan for themselves. Will pick it up. And I think it's go time. Now that you know that there is no black hole, there is no meta, but meta's gonna come off cooldown because of that 15 talent, minus 20 seconds. Pretty good new talent on TB. Low.
He's in trouble. He just got this Aegis. How many times are we gonna see this?
So far today, we've seen it like 2 or 3 times.
Die immediately. Before he comes in, BKB's gonna be popped by 7E. The damage from Erica again! They can't forget about Erica. But Erica being left to just throw out these heavy-duty right clicks.
It is a lot. Also, he's not life-stealing. There is Spirit Vessel available on Pango and also Hypothermia stacks. Now, they are in charge for the next good 25-30 seconds how the fight is going to be played out. ZZQ with the Blink Dagger, this is the big pickup. He needs to cancel the black hole, or if he finds an opening during Stampede when they're locking down the target so that he can't run away.
This is Drow. When there's no black hole, Drow is in a good spot, and we talked about this at the beginning of the game, and I'm not going to... You know what? It's not we. You talked about this at the beginning of the game.
It's fine.
Shard now purchased for Drow for the Glacier.
Glacier's going to be good. If he's on the high ground, deals 20% more damage. It also looks like crit, so the damage is going to be red. Pretty cool.
So, what can they do? Because you said it. And even though that Roche fight goes not that great, they end up finding themselves still being the aggressors.
Not for long. Black hole coming off cooldown with the BKB. 7E. Invis rune available on him. SNY going Satanic. That's the build to survive. If you can get Static Link, Satanic in the middle of a fight. Even if they throw everything on you, you can still survive. ZZQ playing a bit of a dangerous game on Treant. Exactly how he needs to play.
Radiant are scanning.
5,000 net worth lead here. But still feeling like Zero have control of a lot when there's no Aegis.
He got dusted.
And the
ZZQ,
cooldowns
does
are
he...
rough.
He's in a spot where they don't see him. He is the tree himself.
He is the tree.
Yeah. TP's out, gets out of trouble, buys a little bit more time for the team. Drow Ranger, Shard, Enchanted Quiver also found level 18. As if this Drow Ranger is not focused in a team fight, she could go ham. They need to get on top of her and try to kill her off.
Yeah. I would say the timing might be now to even try and go on Erica before the BKB. Because once that BKB is there, we've seen them already kind of struggle with this shard that was picked up for 7E. Generation bottled up for Leshrac. That could be good to go for a fight as well.
If they can kite the
Like,
black hole, if they can like terrorize during the Stampede or Bramble, I think they win this fight. I think that with the draft that they have, this is a better scaling draft on their side. Trin Protector will start to get more items. He was thinking about maybe getting the Aghanim Scepter. Still needs to get, you know, good amount of farm, but has one job: stop that black hole from going off.
They almost did a good job of it in the last fight that happened near Roche. Bach was low when he threw that black hole. He was fortunate enough that Erica was kind of staying far enough back in the fight that wasn't in range of getting the Enigma. Thinking about going in with the blink. Both heroes blink, but not finding their target.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Unfortunate to not hit their target there, and it just leaves more time for Drow to farm. And same with 7E.
Drow Ranger in the late game. Uh-oh, the wraparound. If he stays for this wave, Stampede on top of him. Rest of the team is catching up. There's also no 7E, so he's not taking that fight. Erica just got scouted. Observer board did expire. Needs to get out of trouble. Okay. Good read.
He gets out of there. Black hole used, and they will get the kill and a beyond. But now, again, it's now knowing that black hole is on cooldown.
Should take a fight. As soon as he gets out, even if you lose that fight, Ori, okay, there was nothing to stun him with. But you can see the damage from Erica. BKB now completed, about to crack level 20. Some multi-shot damage. Gust self-movement speed, that's the new level 20 talent on Drow Ranger, now that we removed Gust self-movement speed from being a part of basic ability.
Right. Go stomp. 7E. They don't really have any more lockdown, but they'll land the stun on a ZZQ, and 7E went back in and almost just got obliterated there.
Needs to be careful. Drow Ranger is also the key for winning the fight. They need to try to set things up. This should be a tower in the mid lane. Roshan, minute and 30 seconds, potentially. Hello, continues to farm up. Getting bigger and bigger on TB, the most farm hero in the game. Daedalus, level 19. But Drow Ranger can still take care of Terrorblade with the Glacier, with her Aghanim Scepter, Enchanted Quiver, and of course, Marksmanship.
Level 20. And just continuing to farm up. Now 3k behind the TB, it's not as close. Roche potentially up in a minute. And they are going to take this twin gate. They might find 7E again. But the scan from the Dire is right on the money.
Radiant are scanning.
They know, they just scanned 7E.
Yeah, now they scan 7E, and 7E is going to get out. And doesn't turn back into base. I think they spotted exactly where he's at. They just need to get the blink right. Low, smoke's going to break, and they won't be able to catch up to 7E. He's pretty speedy.
Smoke was used. ZZQ. But they need the Drow Ranger. They need her to be with the rest of the team. They need her damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Definitely do. Roche, is it going to be a quick
Ooh,
one?
it is a quick
30
one.
seconds.
TB Illusion pushing the top lane. They do have living armor to stop some of that aggression. Extra armor. Extra 8 for now.
Top tier 3. Going to be healed up with the living armor.
Dire's
Roche in 12 seconds, and all of Team 0 have gone to top. Miss out on Roche. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, actually.
Someone should have been inside a Roche pit. This is Aegis for your Draw Ranger, most likely, if you got it. And now, it looks pretty free for Azure Ray. You do have the damage. Everybody's steeping into an outpost. Even if they smoke now, they're not going to be able to get there on time. Roshan's roar, they heard that, I hope.
They smoked immediately. FY sitting with half the health. They need to get this Roche quick. They should time it out just before Team Zero get here. The Bash is making this a little bit problematic.
They're super low. Low did use Sunder on one of his illusions, which was full HP. They know that they're still sticking around. Let's see how they're going to approach it. 70, Satanic, SNY, Vindicator's Axe. A lot of armor, a lot of status resistance, and slow resistance from all of these items.
Low standing still, acting like an illusion. Erica TP's away. They had Enigma pushing top. Getting this tower low, but not yet. Stampede gets committed, but 70 pops the BKB.
Was afraid of getting caught by Yule Scepter into stun. Potentially a setup for the black hole. And now they can take the enemy XP rune, take enemy Tormentor, finish off the last tier 2 tower.
This is a good spot for Azure Ray to be in, but I almost feel as if they lose this fight and the game is in Team Zero's hands.
Sieging high ground against Raw Ranger can be difficult.
It's never easy.
Yeah, you might, especially with amplified damage. All right, I don't think they noticed that. There was no observer ward, so this is a good time to strike. Let them go for the high ground. He doesn't have TP for another 10 seconds on Draw Ranger. Needs to walk back into the base.
Low's the one with the Aegis. They'll take the tier 1 tower. They're trying to area denial with that stun.
There it is.
From the Leshrac, but the Aegis is already gone.
Immediately popped by Draw Ranger. Glimmer Cape immediately on top of
Do
her.
they just let Low die? They'll BKB. And they'll run.
Is that what you would do? Just let him die the second time?
No. If he had gotten caught is what I meant, but do you try to fight into amplified damage on the high ground? I don't think so, right? If Low had gotten caught one more time with
they
like
would
a
jump
blink
in.
overgrowth.
If he gets caught, they jump in. Bach, Octarine Core, Blink Dagger, BKB. Haven't seen much of a black holes recently, especially on multiple heroes. There was one on Pangolier and 2-man black hole before that, but other than that, it was a pretty silent game for him. Split pushing with the Ancient Black Dragon, getting a lot of farm. Draw Ranger did catch up, second on the net worth now. Butterfly completed. That's the best, pretty much damage item you can buy on Draw Ranger.
"37 minutes in. And Bach gets that shard, that Malefice upgrade, which is pretty solid in my opinion. Later in the game when these BKBs are low duration and all of a sudden Malefice is just bothering you.
It is annoying. It's also a super good
to run.
early shard that you want to purchase on Enigma a lot of the times, depending what type of a game you're playing. If you are getting Vlads, if you're getting Boots of Bearing, then you can play off your Eidolons. FY. Still farming up his item, been pretty silent in the last couple of minutes. Lotus Orb, the item of a choice. We did discuss that after seeing the draft, that it's going to be such a good Lotus game. Great against Overgrowth, of course. FY blinks in.
70, he's got Satanic and BKB
Status
ready to go.
resistance, making a
BKB
difference.
in the turnaround. Beyond is also here, but the right-click damage. 70 is just going to melt to Low, who ends up sundering Ori. Uh-oh. Life drain.
Draw Ranger
Ori
is in.
getting
He
back.
exploded.
And there's the Glacier. Yeah, look at that. They've got the fear of the black hole, but it's going to be stopped thanks to the Overgrowth, and that's 3 heroes dead. Erica just able to clean up.
Yeah, that's the damage from Draw Ranger. Do not underestimate it. Why we said that this lineup from Team Zero scales much better, and he's about to see what he can have from neutral items. So Mindbreaker, gonna be sent back for now. Enchanted Quiver wants that attack range so he can keep the distance. Might take it later on. How much damage was that from Drow? 5,000 damage immediately. ZZQ has one job. Cancel the black hole. Stay as far as you can. Blink in, use Overgrowth on Enigma. There's no way for Enigma to defend against that. There's just not an item in the game that you can buy against it.
To get fortunate enough to kill him first. But it is tough.
Bottom tower.
And they have found Ponlo. At least get the Dark Willow.
Status resistance making the difference there when they jumped 7E from SNY. 25 status resistance. Big difference, because Leshrac was unable to land the stun. And also Aviana's Feather. Butterfly. DB doesn't have MKB, so we'll have trouble dealing the damage into these two heroes.
5,000 lead. Now Drow at the top. How do you deal with this Drow? BKB being popped by Ori, and the Stampede even needed to just get away. But Erica's staying by. Maybe they can find the positioning, but no, the Gust, it landed onto Ori.
Well,
ZZQ
Pagana's
moving
just
in,
dying.
they've got the Rolling Thunder. They'll get the kill on the TMing. Erica blows them up. Yule's up into the air. They need to be careful about Erica and the right-click damage that's going to come from this. Low on the
70,
high ground.
he's committing.
They've got the static link. They have the Lotus, but the right-click... Oh! Whoa! Gets blown up!
And the high
And
ground.
look at this, the Glacier from the high ground, the black hole on a 2.
That just might
but
be
it's
it.
going to be Erica who's going to be really cleaning up. Team Zero are on the doorstep of qualifying for TI.
That's why he sent back his neutral item. Tier 4 choices, no Mindbreaker. He says, I'll keep Enchanted Quiver, have that extra attack range, and have extended attack range, 350 on top of that when attacking with the 4-second cooldown. So he blasted Pagana immediately, and then TB just died, ignoring his base armor. 10,000 damage from Drow Ranger in the previous fight.
That's insane. Yeah, that last shot that hit the Terrorblade was 800 physical damage. That just ripped right through him. Let's take a look, because it has to be Erica.
Yeah.
I think the move has to
Look
always
from
be
where
Erica.
he's attacking Pagna, and it's just following him from the Glacier. Also, you are dealing 20% more damage when attacking from the high ground. And keeping the distance, 7E, using himself as a bait, knowing that Erica is going to be behind. Yes, he dies, one
that
hit.
attack range is insane. And just...
You also
with that-
can't miss. Like, he was on the high ground, but you can't miss because of Enchanted Quiver.
So now Team Zero, they have a 3,000 net worth lead. I am wondering how Azure Ray bring this game back. I truly don't know.
1,000 damage from that attack. And they're
One
going in
break.
again. He has so much range. Enchanted Quiver, extra 75, 200 on Glacier. Hurricane Pike, extra 150. Level 26 now, 10% marksmanship chance.
I guess this is for the Stampede effect, but FY wants the Axe.
He wants to save people. If he can
Yeah.
make TB invulnerable, drive him around.
Starting a rat.
Not effective when you have Trin Protector in the team, so he can heal it up. Roshan available in 40 seconds. Gonna be on Radiant's side. Curse Crown.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna tick.
Oh, Low. On the run still. They're even going to Rolling Thunder. They're coming from the other side. Where's your team, Low? Where is your team? Nobody's here. Now they go to the black hole. It's
He's
on
ready to
2.
cancel it.
Oh, but it gets stopped with the overgrowth again. Low. He's going to die. Box gone. No buyback.
This is
Low
it.
had no
They are
team.
doing it.
Team Zero. They are on the edge. They can taste it.
They can feel that they're so close Bottom lane being pushed in by Ori, level 24, not as effective. There is XP rune if he wants to pick it up, but wants to do some split push action. I think it's time to go, knowing that Enigma doesn't have buyback. At least we know, but they know that there is no black hole. So even if he buys back, there's that split push action that we're seeing off screen. Go for
they're
the
going
throne.
straight force.
Yeah, as they
They're
should.
going straight force. Where's the answer? Is there an answer? They've got the glyph, but there's still 40 seconds without Terrorblade. Ori's gonna even jump in. Stun lands, they'll break the tether, but 70's committing. He wants to go. Stun lands again, Satanic. But Ori with the BKB doesn't quite have the damage. They'll go
On the
for
Glacier.
Echo, goes onto the Glacier. They've got the kill on FY, who's gonna have to buy back immediately.
Look at the damage on
rune,
Ori.
The damage. They need to be
BKB.
careful. Erica pops the BKB. Look
Ori's
at the
dead.
hypothermia stacks. It chills down their spine as they're looking to get this. Bot goes in. He doesn't have black hole. He's just in the face
They
of
need
this
to save
drought.
him. Satanic
They're
ready
trying
and
to save
Glacier.
Erica. They've got the Satanic. They've got the Glacier again. Bach's gonna end up dead, but 70 finally falls. FY dies for the second time. They've got Terrorblade. There's the Thunder. Yule's up into the air with the BKB being popped by low. Was it the right decision to go for the throne? They'll go after Erica below. He can't survive. He's got the Thunder, but 3 right clicks. That's it. That is gonna be it. GG Team Zero. Their first land is TI.
Oh man, what a performance in this third game. Team Zero against all odds pretty much.